There we go. Hello there. My name is Helena McAllister, and I have been doing art for about 5 years now. And today I'm going to teach you how to draw an anime/manga face and that art style. So let's just get right into it. All you need is paper, and then a pencil, and an eraser, and just go. So what you're going to start out by doing is just draw a circle. I'm going to do both of these at once. So I'm just drawing 2 circles. Doesn't matter the size really. You want it to be big enough to where you can draw on distinct features. We want it to be small enough to where you're not taking up the whole page. So here we go. Started with those 2. And then you're going to draw 2 lines going down, just like this. For the woman face, I'm going to make this head female. Make it maybe a little thinner than you would a male. It's up to you which gender you want to draw. Obviously, I believe there isn't 2 genders, there's as many as you want there to be, but today I'm just going to focus on these 2. And then you're going to try to connect these shapes. So here's where you're going to go. Just draw these 2 lines. Doesn't matter how messy they are, just draw. Kind of make a triangle, adding on to those parallel lines. So right there. And then clean it up to your desire. Obviously we'll fix this soon, but if you just erase the circle as well, you don't need that anymore. Just keep this part at the top. We'll cover that with hair if you want. Doesn't matter. And then you're going to try to smooth out this jaw. Yes, in some anime and manga art styles, the jaw is very, very sharp, but today we're going to focus on more of a rounder shape, especially in the female. Males' jaws do tend to be more sharp than a female's, so just keep that in mind as you're doing this. Ah yes, beautiful. Try to make the face as symmetrical as possible. Unless someone has a scar in the anime or manga, they have a pretty symmetrical face, I find. So if you just go there, you can also clean up the line work a bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try your best. And then also over here, make sure you really round it, because females' faces are rounder, the most common face shape, and females is the oval. So we're going to make a triangle oval. I found that I drew this too long, so I'm going to just fix that really quick. Really just la-da-da. Alright. Now that we kind of have that all decent and stuff, and we're back. So, moving on to the nose. You're just going to want to draw like a nub shape. Really simple. Nub. Make it as angular or as round as you want. And then a mouth. Just simple. Draw a smile shape if you want. It doesn't really matter. And then you can usually, if you want, you can part this in the middle. If you look at an anime or manga style, you can tell sometimes they'll draw it like that. Let's draw this man with a straight face. How about that? So kind of just like that. Kind of like, oh, okay, cool. And then I just add sometimes these 2 dots. I don't know why I'm moving. Dimples? Yeah, they're dimples. There we go. Moving on to eyes. Eyes are really easy to do. I'm going to draw 2 circles. Obviously, these aren't the eyes. Males' eyes tend to be a little smaller, so if you want to draw them in more of an oval shape. And now what I'm going to do is make a darker outline on that circle. There we go. And kind of make half moon shape almost. That you can obviously fix later if it's really like unequal. There we go. And then females do tend to have bigger eyes. The style I'm using today is more based off Sailor Moon, the eyes especially. I feel like it's Sailor Moon manga, you can see. Hi, Caesars. Why are you there, Caesars? But you can see that they have bigger eyes. There we go. Beautiful. And then I'll put that there. And they also have sometimes eye shines, so if you want to add eye shines and fix the pupils, here, we'll look at that, eye shines. Put that there, and then you can add eyelashes if you choose. They're literally just like 2 sticks, or 2, I guess, triangular lines. I'm just adding them down here because it's small. And then eyebrows. Eyebrows are usually lines. So to use a neutral expression, so I'm just going to draw a line that's a bit more thickened, to be honest. There we go. If they don't look equal, again, that's okay. You can go back and fix that later. Moving on to the male, I'm going to give him more rectangular eyes. So start out with this kind of line, very simple. And then add another line down here. Obviously this won't be its full eye. Also, most anime and manga art styles don't connect the eye fully. If you want to, that's fine. Some anime and manga styles do that, but we are not. I'm not here. Here, it looks like he's angry. I don't want that. As you can tell, I'm just trying to draw a simple shape. You know what? He's gonna be angry. He's angry, man. There we go. So again, his shape isn't completed either. You can also darken this if you want. Totally up to you. Darken around the eyes, see I did that as well. And then if you want eyebrows, what I'm going to do for him is if he's angry, his eyebrows are probably furrowed. So draw like a line and then kind of lower that out and then add an arch. Oops, too long. And if you want, you can give them eyelashes. Everyone has eyelashes. Even if on men it's less prominent, everyone does. I'm not going to add eyelashes. I decided I didn't like it. Men, also eyes. Also kind of big sometimes. Usually in an anime or manga style, the eyes would be smaller to show being enraged or sometimes scared, but in this case, more of a neutral, angry expression. You can also add eye shines if you want. I'll do it, because why not? You know? So if you want, do that. So that's basically the basic face. Now, you're going to move on to draw ears. Ears, pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Just draw, if you want, one line, one line, one line. To kind of form that kind of, if I connected all of this, it would be like a rectangular shape. So there we go. Oops! That's like totally inaccurate. So quickly. Oh, no. Pencil hates me. And if the ears aren't equal, I'm just going to cover this with hair. I'm not going to even put that down. You can cover it with hair if you want, if you don't like it. I'm going to cover mine with hair. Also round the shape, and then add the inside. So just kind of make a smaller outline of what you just did. Sort of like that. Make it much more round. There we go. There we go, there we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Onto this woman's face. We're going to just... Those are too big. We don't want big ears. Pretty much the same thing. This time I'm taking more of a round approach, because now that guy's kind of like an elf. You don't want an elf. Alright, there we go. I might also cover her hair with ears. Or her ears with hair. Whoops. If I so choose. Ears are kind of big. Probably gonna cover them. That's okay though. Whatever happens, it's alright. Art's art. You can try and try. There we go. Let's add blush to her face. Just a few scribbles on the face, to be honest. You can do it like this in more formed lines. You can kind of make a blob blush shape. You don't have to even add blush if you don't want. This is your character. Do whatever you want with it. Great. Moving on to hair. For male hair, it's usually shorter, but you know what? Why not make it long? So I'm going to start out with the middle part. We'll Oops, too long. Kind of a V. Anime characters also do have foreheads, so if you want to add a forehead, go for it. They take up most of our face in real life, but sometimes they're actually covered by hair. I'll cover my hair. Middle kind of lock they put down sometimes in anime characters' hair. If you've ever seen someone in real life with that hairstyle, I've never seen anyone like that with that hairstyle. It's pretty weird to do that. And then kind of just add texture to it. You don't want it to be like, oh, I just have this perfect hair that's like this. You can do that, but usually hair will probably have more texture, especially if it's tangled. Now keep in mind that this man should have a brain, so don't make it super flat, like, oh, this is perfect. No. He has a brain in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. You can add a middle part, you can add a side part, whatever you want. I'm going to give him like a bowl cut almost. And make sure that we leave room for his brain in there, don't worry. If you can still picture that circle, that's good. I'm also going to make sure that you can see his hair is tucked behind. So he's more shaggy here. That's okay. Yeah. There we go. And then this side looks like it has more volume, so let's fix that as well. So fix the hair to whatever you want. And now we're going to move on to the female's hair. Fun fact about manga hair, I have a few examples here. They use hairstyles like Usagi Tsukino's because anime and manga is in black and is in black and white. So they have to have hairstyles that will distinct one character from another. And in V-Star's case, this is an anime manga about anthropomorphic animals. No animal is really born the same, unless they're reproduce asexually, but mammals and birds and reptiles and fish, they don't do that, so usually each animal looks different. I think this is a sheep and the wolf. So you can also tell with Kaede Kayano, sorry, I butchered that name. She has pretty distinct pigtails, an art style like that. Hair is usually more, it can be really detailed, or it can be really clumped, and not have that much detail at all. It doesn't matter how you draw it, but if you choose to add more strands, if you choose to take a simpler approach, it's up to you. So now I'm going to move on to this female. I'll give her a side part, you know, why not? And just starting out with like kind of these two wispy things, and just bringing it down to like a bob, maybe? That looks a little too messy, we'll fix that later. But if you just look and see, here we are. Whoops, okay, that's gross. Also, keep in mind, women have brains too, so make sure you leave enough room for that. Now let's give her bangs. Bangs can tend to fan out to the side, so we'll give her bangs that kind of do that. There we go. And then we'll just add like 2 strands of hair back here. This is when hair can be a bit more perfect and have less clumps, unless I like do this. Again, they don't have to be equal. Hair isn't usually really symmetrical unless you're like on a fashion runway or something. Hair can usually be messy, and stuff like that. So that's kind of it. I mean, you can add detail if you want. Add kind of strands to the hair, but I don't really recommend that. Not for me at least. If you want to, party. Awesome. Wonderful. So yeah, that's kind of it. I hope this was helpful a bit. You got something out of it. And now that you have a better understanding, at least. My name's Helena McAllister, and this has been How to Draw Manga Faces.